Hi guys, this is Miss Hubble. Today we're going to be dividing fractions. Here's what you need to remember for dividing fractions. Keep, switch, flip. Keep, switch, flip. Let's see how this works. Let's take a look at a simple division of fractions problem. We're going to take 2 and we're going to divide it up into halves. 2 divided into halves. So let's take a look at my 2 rectangular bars over here. I want to take these 2 rectangular bars and I'm going to divide them each up into halves. Let's see if we can figure out how many pieces we have now. When you divide 2 into halves, you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So 2 divided into halves equals 4 pieces. Well, how can we do this without actually drawing it out? How can we do this as just a calculation? That's where keep, switch, flip comes into play. So here's what we're going to do. You take your dividend in the den, your first number in the division problem, and you keep it. Leave it the same. So I'm going to keep this 2. What do I do with the division sign? I'm going to switch it to its inverse operation. Well, what's the opposite of division? Multiplication. So let's say times. Keep the 2, switch the sign. Third, we have to flip it. We learned a term today called reciprocal, which means like the upside down flip of a fraction. So we're going to take this half and we're going to flip it. Instead of 1 over 2, we're going to have 2 over 1. Now we can solve. Check this out. What's a denominator you can place under a whole number? It's 1, because that doesn't change the 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 divided by 1 is 4. We ended up with the same answer. 2 divided by 1/2 is the same as 2 times 2. Now, let's give another one a shot. Arya, you going to help me with this one?
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
come see. What do we do with the first number?
We keep it.
Let's keep the 4. What do we do with the division sign?
We switch it so it'll be multiplication.
Very good. Then what do we do with our fraction?
We flip it so it'll be 3, 1.
3 over 1. You got it. Okay, now we can solve. Let's do it. 4 times 3 is?
12. 1 times 1 is 1.
Okay, and what is 12 divided by 1?
12.
Sure. So if 4 times 3 is 12, then 4 divided by 1/3 is also 12. Now, does it work if it's not a unit fraction? What if there's not a 1 for the numerator? Does it work? Sure it does. Let's try it. What are we going to do with the 5?
We're going to keep it.
What are we going to do with the division sign?
We're going to put it to a multiplication.
Yes, we're going to switch it. And what are we going to do with our fraction?
We're going to flip it so it'll be 3, 2, half.
Yeah, 3 halves, or 3 over 2. Now we can multiply. Let's do it. 5 times 3 is?
15.
1 times 2 is?
2.
Our answer is going to be 15 halves. If we want to go ahead and make this into a mixed number, which you know I want to, we can do that. We already learned how to do that. All right, well, let's keep going. What if the fraction comes first and not second? Can we still use it? Yes, we can. Let's do it. What do we do with the 5/6?
We keep it.
Keep it. What do we do with the division?
We switch it so it'll become a multiplication.
What do we do with the 10?
We flip it.
Wait a second, Ms. Hubble. How do you flip a whole number?
You can't, so you don't flip it.
You have to flip it anyway. What could I put under this 10 to make it into a fraction but not change what it's worth?
1.
1. Isn't this 10 whole ones, 10 firsts? So now can I flip it?
Yes.
Yes. Now we have
1/10.
1/10. Now we can multiply. 5 times 1 is?
5.
6 times 10 is?
60.
60. Well done. Sometimes we do have to simplify. Can you think of a common factor that goes into 5 and 60?
5.
It's got to be 5. 5's a prime number. It can only be 5. So if I go ahead and simplify this one, my final answer is 1/12. Last one. Are we ready? What if, Miss Hubble, they're both fractions? Can we still do it?
Yes.
Yes, you can still do it even if they're both fractions. Let's try it. What do I do with the first number?
You keep it.
Keep it. What do I do with the division sign?
You switch it.
Switch it. What do you do with the second fraction?
You flip it so it'll be 10 ninths.
10 ninths. You got it. Let's multiply. 1 times 10 is?
1, 10.
10. 5 times 9 is?
45.
45. You got it. Oh, looks like we might have to do a little bit of simplification, but that's no problem. Let's do it. We're gonna get 2 ninths. Winning at life.